Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. A hamster crawling on me. You probably can't see it all that well, poor little guy, but I had him in my lap so that I could say howdy, 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 and he started crawling, and that's cool. This is, of course, little Dr. Snurf / Cookie of the band Cookies and Cream. He's not freaking out, but he doesn't really want to be touched or held, as you can tell. He just wants to go back to his nest. I woke him up. I was cruel. I don't wake him, well, I wake him up, as I just said. What I don't do, I'm putting him back into his nest now. There you go, little guy. Is I don't take them out of his safe house. If he ever dashes into his very cheap, flimsy cardboard house, it's hands off. I don't reach in, I don't touch it, I don't do anything. That's his safe place. And everybody needs a safe place to retreat to when threatened. There is no shame in that. You just don't want to cocoon and stay in there forever. When the threat is over, you leave and you come back out to the rest of the world. And that's what hamsters do, and that's what I carefully do for my little guy. So when he's inside of his little cheap cardboard house that came from Petco, he's safe in there. I will never ever bug him. And the same thing with Cookie. And when Boogle goes into her house, or Mama Squeak ends up inside of a safe place, or Charvy's inside of his safe place, no touch. That's their safe place. Everybody needs one. That's why, too, this thing about how cats will jump if you put down a cucumber and ho ho ho, isn't that funny? The thing is, when cats are eating, cats eat in what they call their, well, they don't call, but for cats, that is their safe place. They don't eat whether they feel threatened. That is their safe place, and they need to be safe there. They need to feel that they are safe in their safe place. And when a cat sees a cucumber, they're not jumping and panicking because, oh look, it's funny, it's a cucumber. No, it looks like a snake to them. And when you suddenly throw a threat of a snake into their safe place, yeah, they're gonna freak out. That's their safe place. They're not expecting to get attacked by a snake in their safe place. That's why it's so cruel if you see those. Don't laugh at those. That is the ultimate betrayal of the poor cat. The one place that it can feel the absolute safest in your home, and you just showed it. Nope, it ain't safe at all. That's horrible. I don't like those videos. I don't like it when people do them. If you've done them, understand that you're terrifying your cat and you're showing your cat that it has no safe place in your house. That it can be threatened and killed at any time. Is that what you want your cat to think when it thinks about you? So safe places. Safe places for people when you need to retreat to. Whether it is a mental safe place or an actual physical safe place. Just do not cocoon and take up permanent residence. That was one of my biggest issues, why I got therapy the other day. Yeah, the other day. About a year ago, but before last Christmas, when I think it was last November. I'm almost done with all of my appointments. There aren't many left. But that's where I was headed. I was cocooning. I was hiding from the world up here. And that wasn't good. My therapist is quite pleased with my progress and how I'm going forward. I said to him, and he agreed with this sort of thing, that the work I've done right now has been the wearing braces part of having snaggle teeth. That's the hard work. Getting your teeth moved where they look good and work properly. Once you've got that done, you're not finished. If you've ever had braces, And I did, and I screwed up, and my therapist did, and he screwed up, and I bet most people out there have screwed up in some way like this. If you've had braces, at least the older type, if you're older, where you had braces, then you had to push your retainer in. And you had to wear your retainer for years and years and years. Because if you don't wear your retainer, guess what happens? Your teeth move. They don't go fully back to where they were, but they move out of the position that they got pulled into by the braces. I am entering the wearing the retainer portion of keeping my head put together and putting my psyche together. I'm pretty pleased with the way I'm putting myself together. I like what I'm doing. I'm pretty pleased and happy, and I think I can live for the next 20, 30 years with who I've made myself back into after I was so badly broken after the death of my wife. Not even then. I mean, I was depersonalizing way back in like 2007, 2008. I was retreating from reality hard. There were huge mental issues. But I had so much pressure of watching my wife die in front of me. I'm amazed I'm alive and sane. So I've been putting myself back together. I like the way it looks. I am continuing to work on myself. I am, as stated, entering the retainer portion. I've got to make sure that I don't fall back. As long as I keep my eye on the light, on where I'm going, on the end point, on the destination, as long as I remember that and keep walking forward, things are going to be okay. We all enter deep, dark, frightening forests. I started walking into one when I was less than 10 years old with the physical abuse I got from my grandfather, who I don't really blame him. He was continuing the way he was treated, which is you don't talk to kids, you tell kids what to do, and if the kid doesn't do what you tell the kid to do, you beat the kid. That's the way he was raised. And since my grandparents raised me until I was about 7, 8, that's the way I got raised. And he didn't explain or tell or go into stuff. It was, you're doing something wrong, off comes the belt. And I got that belt a lot because that's how he communicated with me. He did not know how to deal with boys. His children were 3 girls. My sister never got beat. But oh, I was very, very intimately connected and understanding of what that belt felt like. And then of course with my mother's second husband with sexual abuse, that was fun. So yeah, when I was under 10 years old, I was already seeking solace from alcohol. I had seen what alcohol did for my parents. I was drinking out of the alcohol in the liquor cabinet pretty solid for a very, very long time. By the time that I was already in high school and deciding to go into the Air Force, I was a solid, drinking constantly alcoholic. And it just got worse from that point on. But that's just saying that I've managed to put myself together, and other people go through bad things, and nobody has a good life. I'm nothing special that way. Nobody's had us a good life. Even people that are rich and famous and all this that you'd think they'd have a great life, they're all screwed up. We're all screwed up. We're all just human. We got just nightmares inside of our heads. All part of being human. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, look what we've managed to create around the world. The good parts, not the bad parts. The good parts of what we've created around the world. So, and it's in spite of being human. So, thumbs up on that. Past that though, with that weird off-the-wall rant there, sorry, not a whole lot has been happening in my life. It has just been too hot. Yesterday I did not go walking at all, not in the slightest, once I got back from therapy. Because I came in and started trying to do a video, but it was so hot yesterday. I could not eat any of my Tim Tam biscuits because they were melting in the heat. So when your cookies and chocolate that you've got is melting, so you can't even eat your food because you can't pick it up, it's too hot. I did my best to not melt. I got 2 videos done. One game for my regular channel, which was demonetized before it was even uploaded. I started the upload, 10% finished, and the algorithm had already demonetized it. How can you demonetize a video when you've only seen this much of what's there? It's crazy. So again, even though the first video in the series is the exact same thing, just fine, number 2 in the series, oh no, that one's that, but you can appeal that, and if you've got over 100,000 subscribers, you're on the fast track. Yeah, right, fast track. So my demonetized video has made nothing, because by the time YouTube says, oh yeah, you are right, we shouldn't have done that, sorry, you can make money from it now. If I break 500 views on a video, I am lucky. So when YouTube demonetizes my stuff so that 300 views have gone by before it gets remonetized, I'm not going to get paid. If I break 500, that's an amazing day. I mean, I make 40 bucks a month on average with my YouTube videos. I don't make money on this. I barely make enough to purchase a video game. So, yay. And then of course with YouTube just straight up, it used to be they would just keep moving the goalposts further and further away. It used to be the goalposts were 5 miles down the road. Now they just yanked them up. They haven't put them down yet. They've just torn up the goalposts, ripped them out of the ground, and hopefully they're going to put them back in so we got something to shoot for, but right now, not even goalposts to shoot for. So thanks, YouTube. Appreciate that. I do appreciate the fact that there's a platform. I do appreciate the fact that you've kept me alive. I don't appreciate the fact that you keep saying, here are a few pennies that you can get. There's fewer and fewer. We'll keep taking those pennies away and making it harder to get them. You want them? You want them? What's left? Yeah, dance. That part I don't appreciate. I appreciate everybody that's out there watching. Thumbs up, thumbs up, and thank you very, very much. I am very, very late today. My alarm clock, I gotta get a new one apparently. This one's lasted years, but now the alarm just doesn't work. I set the alarm so that I could go out for walkies this morning with the Ready Cam. Nope, alarm just doesn't set. I mean, it sets, it just doesn't go off. So great. I don't know how and why electronic parts like that will burn out and yet keep the rest of the machine working. You'd figure if the big part blew out, the rest of it would start to fail, but nope. So no more alarms on the alarm clock. Yay. Gotta love that. But as stated, past that, it's just been so hot. I just melted yesterday. I managed to get the 2 videos done, which was good because I'd had my vlog ready before I left at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I had a 1:30 video scheduled and uploaded from the night before. You'd figure, hey, I just got to get a 6 o'clock video done. Won't be that hard. Nah, the heat was so bad that by the time it got uploaded, it was like 9 o'clock at night. And when the heat knocks you down so hard that you just got to get something done by 6 o'clock that night, but you can't even do that. Boy, because I fell asleep pretty hard. Hopefully I'm not going to fall asleep again. I've got fans outside. I just open up my door here. I just got it shut because during recording time, I don't want to wake up my housemates if they're sleeping or annoy them if they're not. And while that's happening though, the fan in the window, while on, I'm very sorry, but it's too hot to turn it off. Even this morning, it's just hot. So I got that on. I'm gonna have to open up the window, The window, he said, pointing at the door. Open up the door again as soon as I finish recording. And also, with the door open, with the 2 fans I've got out there blowing air from the end of the hallway down to here, and then just outside the door blowing air inward, and then that one in the window making it negative pressure in here, so air is going that way and air is getting sucked inward. It's as cool as it can possibly be in this room, considering that I've got usually a lava lamp that has to be pretty bloody hot to melt the stuff inside. And I've got my computer, and even though it's an LED light, which are a heck of a lot cooler, it's still energy use. It does produce heat. And with the radiant heating in the flooring, and the fact that, which thankfully is not in use right now, but the fact that heat rises, and the kitchen is right below this room here, so any cooking or usage of energy down there and whoosh, heat right up into here again, it gets really, really hot in here. Which I'm kind of worried about in the future, but I'll talk about that. I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people, because all of a sudden it's 16 minutes. It was like 3 minutes had gone by, now 16. I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people. It is arranged because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, I've got fibro and worse. I'm amazed I remember my own name. And I am not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking people for having left me a comment. So whether it's a good comment, bad comment, a different comment, thank you for having left a comment. Afterward, I'm going to read them. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can, but for right now. And if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I didn't know what I was trying to say there for a moment, going mum, mum, mum. I'm an American English speaker. We're not really wonderful at pronouncing anything, so I'm doing the best that I can. I'm calling up Chrome, which is where I've got everything called up, and I didn't open up 24 hours worth of comments. I'm opening up 24 hours worth of comments now. I'm going to be lucky if I hit 20 minutes instead of like 25 to get all of this stuff done. I am insane. My sincere apologies. I got 17 hours worth of comments opened up. Now I've got 21 hours worth of comments opened up. There we go, 1 full day. So NMS, thank you very, very much. And Brian Glenn, greatly appreciated. Kurdish Razor, greatly appreciated. Unicorn Lady, formerly Archie Cook 55, greatly appreciated. Dylan, thumbs up and thank you. Tundra Keeper, greatly appreciated. Josh Birdsong, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have Wiggle, like the name. Craig Ball, there we are. I don't know what I was trying to do with my hand, and now it's this to go. Raging Gamer, greatly appreciated. Korutaku, thank you very, very much. Catalot, greatly appreciated. Simple, thumbs up and thank you. YP Tham, thank you very, very much. And Irene Z, thumbs up. Ethan, greatly appreciated. And CX, thumbs up. And then Virginia Peterson, greatly appreciated. Spaced Vision, thumbs up and thank you. The Crystal Warriors, greatly appreciated. Larissa Magar, thumbs up. And Youngbra Jerry, greatly appreciated. Gail, G-A-E-L, so I'm not quite sure, but Rodriguez, greatly appreciated. Big Daddy, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Sienna and Andy, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you has stayed to get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you very much. And if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, that would be greatly appreciated. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that of course would be very, very cool. But I would understand if you didn't want to, so. But if you will, I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until the day I kick off and start to rot, which, when you die, that starts immediately. Because as soon as your body starts to die, which happens within, 6 minutes of oxygen deprivation, which, you can hold your breath for 10 minutes or more, and that's not a problem. But once you start to die real quick as your cells begin to break down and digest themselves. Yay. Anyway, though, I'm going to hopefully have a ration video, hopefully a game video, hopefully a game video for the game channel, maybe even live stream. Hard to say. I'd love to do all that stuff. Depends on the heat and how many spoons I have. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.